As I was saying, um, my internet went out. Hopefully, you can hear me this time. Jeez Louise, with this hair. Um, I'm gonna. I know it's a live, but I'll probably end up reposting this whole episode on YouTube again, so that it can also have the entire um one that I'm recording both things here, YouTube, and TikTok. So thank God for TikTok Live, right? I have TikTok Live. I can go back and watch my um, video, have the stuff that got taken out of my last one, and put it here. So we're gonna go with the rest of it because I know I didn't say anything. I was like, I saw it leave the entire freaking window, and I'm like, what the hell happened? The next question was: do you see Lorcana having the staying power of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or will it stay niche? Disney already has that staying power. It's been 2 years with, and it already has nine boosters, with two more coming soon in the next few months. I unfortunately don't have the funds for that anymore. It's like I started collecting them, but it's like that's too much. At my comic book store, they were selling them cheap, and I was like, oh yeah, hey, you know what? But then every time I ripped open a pack, I kept getting the doubles, triples, the same thing over and over again. So I stopped. It wasn't fun anymore. But I did end up getting like at least a few rares and ultra rares. Um, I don't know what were they called again, chat. I don't know, but they were enchanted. Enchanted. They were called enchanted rares, and they were shiny. Like you got this one right here, legendary. There you go. They were called legendaries, and that's how you know that was a legendary because it was yellow. The queen. I got the queen, Pinocchio, Merlin, Clarabelle, Mirabel Madrigal, a Hydra, Tiana, and Donald Duck. And I was surprised I got those because those were hard to find. Those were rares. So yeah, they have a staying power. It's just and it's Disney. People love Disney. The princesses stuff, the prince stuff. Yeah, it's gonna stay here for a while. Um, there's a card game for everything, for just about everything. We have there's card game for Marvel. There's card games for WWE. I started buying these new comic books that came out a few months back, and they're doing a whole card set as well to go with the comic books. So next year they're coming out with those with the game and the entire game. So they started like giving out the cards and with the books, and that is uh, Exquisite Corpses. So yeah, I was like, everything has a card game now. Um, Magic the Gathering it has a lot of expansions. Final Fantasy. I do believe there was Star Wars. Now there's Spider Man, and it's getting to the point where it's you know what? Okay, that's a bit too much. And but people are doing content with those cards as well. Um, I was doing it as well, and in the summer, doing with the ASMR and the Whisper decks binders. And then it got to the point where it's like, this is too much. I don't want to do it anymore. There are other content creators that I would love to interview. And let me interview them and see what they're like. I know there's one content creator that has a fascination that loves Gaston. Every time he pulled a Gaston out of our legend out of the Pokemon, not a Pokemon, out of the Lorcana card, he would get all excited. And then it got to the point where I would pull the Gaston card and be like, "Hey, look, it's your card, man. Like you want it? Let's go." And like getting to know him is pretty awesome as well because he's pretty chill dude. And so like I'm gonna see if we can interview him up on the podcast, see if he wants to come on, see if he wants to talk about the Lorcana stuff as well. So we're gonna be doing that pretty soon. Who in the Pokemon community do you recommend going for tips, tricks, or anything related? All right, I have a long list here. Um, and these are all different people, and I'm gonna put them all on the show notes. I'm gonna list them out. Pokirado, Pokirad Zero. I call it Pokirado. That one for the state of the market. If you want to know how price changes can affect the market and community, he does tend to do like 10-minute videos and talks forever, but it makes sense. It makes sense at the end of the night, at the end of the video. I go for these videos. I go to see these, watch these videos, and I understand it now. Like watching them do all this stuff, and you know they Pokemon influencers, but at the same time, like all right, what to do, what not to do. These are the people that showed me, that taught me like here how you can spot a real from a fake card. here's um here's what to do. Like if something is not, if you can't buy something now, buy it later on, but buy something else first. Like buy it from like where nobody's watching it. So I went and got like the Twilight Masquerade. Everything is being bought. Nobody's buying unless, well, somebody goes and gets them all. Nobody's buying, what's it called, Journey Together, because to them it's old news now. So I'm like, nah, I'm getting them. So great. Pokerator for that. Gradion 37 for binder stories, single cards, or just his vibe alone. He is such an awesome, chill dude. I love this guy. He's freaking awesome. He's the one that, like, I went to one of his videos and he's all like, I'm gonna cut my cards. And because like he cut his cards, and I'm just like, oh shit, why would you do that? So I watched it more, and in his video he showed tells you that these three particular artists, Hayao Gonosuke, Osako Ito, and T Zero, are doing art in Pokemon art puzzle. And I'm like, oh, okay. So if you cut them out and put them in a little thing, little cardboard, bigger cardboard in the back, it makes a picture. And I'm just like, oh shit. So that's when I started collecting those. I was like looking for around Second and Charles. Every time I go there, I'd be like, all right, I'm looking for this one. I'm looking for the Ponyta. I'm looking for the Ponyta. I'm looking for the Ponyta. Nope, can't find it. Finally, I get it on the Destin Rivals booster pack. I'm like, all right, cool. No, I didn't get it from there. I get it from somewhere else. I get it from Second Charles, but I got the double as well. And I'm like, oh, now I get it again. Great. But when I found it at Second and Charles, I was just like, ooh, found it. And it was pretty fun, doing all that. Um, the crochet Pokemon, I didn't know anything about it until like I saw one crochet Pokemon. And I'm just like, oh, this artist is cool. I like it. So I started looking at this artist and like, all right. So start looking at all the other Pokemons that they created and that they put in their crochet. And it's a crochet. They do crochet and they place them in like environment, and they take pictures of it. And it's like, oh my god, it's awesome. So he taught me how to get binders, vault access from him, single cards, going online and buying them, going to card shows and buying them, and that's the whole reason why I was like, I love these guys. You love the crochet ones, I do too. Ex Danny Rion. She's from Canada and owns a Pokemon store and has a lot of content on TikTok. Sometimes shows up at card shows and asks crowds who their favorite Pokemon cards are, and then ask others to grade those cards from 1 to 10. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes not a bad. It's a bad thing because those is a bad thing. They're like, I'm gonna grade a 7, and then I'm like, that is a good card. That is a 10 in my book. And then I'm like, what's your card? And then he comes out with his card. They come out with their card, and they're like, "Oh, that's horrible." And then the next person grades it to like a 5. What the hell is this? And then it just snowballs from there, and it's so funny to watch because people think their cards are better than the other cards. but sometimes they're like the truth. They love to freaking put in those tens as well. So that's fun as well. Danny Rion is awesome. Walla Moose, love that guy. I started following because he had a video of Pokemon cards that connect with others, and so I saved it. Ever since then, he's been my source for all things Japanese cards. And he goes live sometimes. I go into his live to hang out with Oki Games. So he's the reason why I got the Pokemon of the Park collection. Like he had his own video. It was like, I'm gonna tell you these 26 cards. He only told me 26 cards. I had to look up the other cards, and it's fun, really fun trying to like look up these cards and like trying to look for them at Second and Charles, and then finding out they're in a pack. And when you open the pack, and they're like, oh look, the bench from the park. Oh, it's here. Like, yeah, great. And I'm so excited when I get those. Like I said, it's not doesn't only have to be a hit. It's because you're looking for a specific type of card, and then once you get it, it's freaking awesome, you know? Another one is Pokezoe. Lately, she's new to me. I started watching her videos for pack rippings, tips on organizing bulk, and other fun stuff. And then anything related, podcast, Metapod, Critical Hits, and PokeBeach.com. I usually have those in the show notes, so you can check them out as well. Listen to those podcasts. It's pretty fun. They're pretty fun to listen to. They tell you about the state of the market. They tell you about, um, what they think of the new Pokemon community that's coming out, the Pokemon cards that are coming out. So there's more out there. I know there's more, and like I'll have those in the show notes. So I hope you get to read the show notes as well if you're like looking for, Pokemon community members as well. What are tips for new collectors? All right, here are the tips. Bundles can stretch your dollar, especially if you don't mind duplicates. Okay, here's what I found out for the past 6 months. Okay, it's me, Jessica. I'm in here. I love you guys. Um, your tip for new collectors. Like I'm a new collector as well, but at the same time, it's been 6 months. So like, let me help you out. Bundles can stretch your dollar, especially if you don't mind duplicates. Buy, from what I've heard on Critical Hits, buy as many as you want, whatever makes you happy. Buy, where are they? I know there's a book right here of all the stuff. See, there you go. Buy as many primates as you can. Okay. If you want them, buy at least three. One for your Pokemon Pokédex, one for whatever it belongs to, whatever binder that you want to put them in. And if you like it so much, put them in the binder as well. If put them and all that stuff. It's up to you if you want to sell it on TCG and make money off of that and fund your next buy, your next purchase. Um, Pick your lane early. Decide if you're collecting for fun, value, or completion. It'll save money and stress. It will definitely save money and stress. I didn't know this until like a month ago, 2 months ago, where I'm like, am I almost done with this set? Like, no. Oh shit. Okay. So look up TCG website, TCG player, buy the ones that are missing, and that's it. But you're collecting it. It's done. You don't have to master the entire thing because the master set it has a lot of these illustration rare cards that are so expensive. Not this one, but expensive. They're like $15, $20. I'll tell you which one's freaking huge. Like the gold cards are like a lot of money. Like, come on. This, if it wasn't Japanese, it would be like expensive. But I pulled this from a Japanese pack. I pulled, sorry, I pulled this from a Japanese pack, Chimecho. a Mewtwo V. What was it from? It was from Mewtwo V Star from Pokemon Go binder set or Pokemon set. Another one is this one. They're so expensive if it wasn't for here. So uh, the Mewtwo over Gotham City. That one's freaking huge. Um, so pick your lane early. Do you want to do it for fun? I'm doing it for fun. I don't care about the value. I don't care how much they cost. Although I do look it up, and then you find out like because I saw this other video a few weeks ago of this dude sending in 11 cards, 11 um, illustration rares to get it graded PSA, PSA, whatever it's called, to get it graded, and then he had to like $25 a card. He had to pay $25 a card to GameStop. That's how much they charge you. And then, like, all right, so 2 months later, 3 months later, he comes back, and it's like I'm back for my card. And then so they give him like a freaking the entire set of the he just put in. They were like all tens and nines, and then they charge him again because they're worth something now. So they overcharge him. I'm like, that is sucks. What? So it's better to go to what's it called? To card shows, and if the place is there, like give them the cards there. There's free instead of just like giving it to somebody else where they're just gonna like ruin it for you or like tell you, hey, I'm gonna charge you again because they're worth something now. Uh, GameStop for you. Anyway, um, yeah, the fun of it, the value of it. I look it up, but at the same time, it's like, oh, if I send it now, because I haven't touched it, I only put it in a thing and put it away. If I send it now, it's probably gonna be a 10, but it's like it's not gonna be worth it. Anything, I'm not gonna win any money because it's like I have to give them $25 for it, and then I gotta go back and pay it again. That's weird. No, I'm not doing that. Uh, Completion, of course, and then just because it's the fun. Don't chase everything. Pokemon, Lorcana, Marble, Dragon Ball is tempting, but focus on 1 to 2 main TCGs to start. That's what I did, and now I'm all like at 18 binders. So yeah, that's fun. Oh no, 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 15 binders. 3 ring binders don't count. Buy singles when it makes sense. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy that one chase card than rip packs endlessly. Yes, please, please buy it. Chase the one cheaper card. 5 cents, 3 cents. It's worth it. Trust me. Binders over boxes. Ultra Pro Vault X. I have a Vault X. I'm gonna show it to you. This bad boy right here, which holds like 360 or 460 cards. Um, you can see I'm not done with the set at all. I still need to like buy the rares and stuff. Uh, when they say don't buy boxes, talking about these boxes right here. These are horrible. I mean, yeah, you can just put your um, bulk in here, but at the same time, it's like it's annoying to go through. Or I usually keep mine in here, like whatever set this is. This is the Astro Radiance. I don't have Astro Radiance in there. I have all the ones that came out this year. And yes, that's my biggest binder. Um, and it is easy to show off. Sleeves are your friends, especially penny sleeves for bulk and top loaders for rares. Here are the top loaders. I already showed you what the top loaders look like. Here are the top loaders. Obviously. Okay. Here are the penny sleeves. They come in different colors also if you want to buy the tiny sleeve. I did that with this set. Again, I have to go back to I think Gradion 37, who like was saying to buy like back penny sleeves to match with the color. So I did that. I have red one also that goes with the Obsidian Flames because it's flames. Why not? Um, so those are fun to do. Like they're cheap. They're cheap. Go to your local comic book store. Go to your local comic book shop or comic card shop, and they're like $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. They're freaking cheap. Or if you want to go online and buy that's the Dragon Shield stuff as well, it's on you. But like if you don't have that amount of money, then yeah, go for it. Sort by set, not just type. That way you don't lose track when new expansions drop. Exactly. Set. A set. I like have different sets here. So like I put them all in different sets and then if there's so many of them, I just put them in their own types. That's where I have them now. Don't do what I did. The bundles can be gold. ETBs, Elite Trainer boxes, starter decks, or multi-packs tins usually give you sleeves, promos, and packs. I've done the multi-pack tins. They did give you sleeves and promos and packs. I'm not doing the Elite Trainer boxes, but I do know that what comes in there. So those that, yeah, they do give you that. Um, what else? And but then again, there's like a bunch of doubles and triples, and I don't want that. So I usually stay away from that. Check your local game shops, sometimes cheaper than bigger box stores. Plus, you support your community. Check your local comic book store, LBS. They have that as well. Um, support your community. Know when to stop. If you're choosing one card, compare the cost of buying pack versus buying the card itself. Yeah, I'm never gonna stop, am I? I mean, I did stop. I did stop for a bit because hey, I gotta like stop. But I do know when to stop. It's addicting. I tell you, it feels like gambling, but it's addicting, and it's a good kind of addiction, you know. Buying tips. Use legit marketplaces, TTG Player, eBay with authentication, or local card shops. TTG Player is a great place to go to for marketplace as well. eBay, I've done eBay once. That was to buy this Paradox Rift and Obsidian Flames, which I'm going to put on later. Watch for fakes, especially Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Texas Light, Texture, or even a bend test. The bend test, let's throw away all those cards. I kind of did. Hold on. Yeah, I think I threw away all the cards that are fake. I put some in my Pokédex binder because nobody's gonna see that binder except for me. That's my personal binder. I'm not gonna give it away unless I collect them all and decide, hey, I'm gonna sell this, so I'm gonna replace that. But let me show you anyways what those look like. Yeah, we're not going through this right now. There's no way. Um, wish I had one. I think it's at the very end, the back one. That sucks. All right, here you go. Found it. I knew it was there. All right, that and then what those fake freaking things look like. The fake. All right, look. Here's what happened. Um, I forgot the name of the freaking website, but I went to this website and they were selling. 400 pieces of Pokemon cards for $5.99. Too good to be true. And I just thought, like, are they fake? Are they fake? Like I just kept thinking, are they fake? You know what? Let's find out. So I bought them anyways. They came in like a month later. Um, and you could tell they were fake because the pack on it had ridges instead of the original cut. Uh, how it's supposed to look. This one had ridges over it. So I kind of was like, all right. So they're fake. As soon as you open them, these are the type of cards that show up. Like, what the hell? So it's like, yep, they're all fake. And then this is what it looks like. The other cards are their fake cards. Notice the difference, and notice the difference in the back as well. This is fake. Let me give you another one. Hold on. And this is real. So, in order to find out how if it's real or fake, let me use an energy card. If it's bent like this versus this. And then if you rip this in half, sorry, there's a black outline there. And if you rip this in half, it's just white. And so these are the fake ones. That's how you know it's fake. Rest in peace, Red. Okay, anyways. So that's fun. I got a lot of them, and I ended up just like you know what? Let me put them all in. And I was like trying to figure out what to do with them. So I threw half of them away. The other half I put them in the Pokédex binders because it's my personal binder. Like I'm gonna have fake stuff in there as well. Like why not? Sure. If it comes down to where I'm selling my binders, like all right, let me put in the real stuff there now. Check prices often. Card values can rise and fall fast, especially around new set releases. And yes, that is correct. Case in point, Mewtwo and Brooklyn's been playing with your fake ones. Mewtwo in Gotham City, how it went from $5 to now $20 in just a few short weeks. Um, there are others as well that have gone up in prices, and I'm just like, I should have gotten them when they were cheaper. Have a bulk box. Don't let comments take over your desk. Store them neatly. These are bulk boxes, but at the same time, you know, put them in binders. But just in case. And why is it empty? Because, yeah, it's empty. I have no excuse for that. It's empty. I have to put some of them in there as well. Trade bulk for value. Some shops trade bulk for sealed packs or store credit. I love that. Store credit it is. This way I can buy the comic book shop. I can buy more comic books or go to Second and Charles. They'll buy them and then you can buy more packs from there, more stuff. Holiday prep. October to December is a great time to gift bulk to new collectors or kids in your life. Obviously, I'm definitely going to do that. Can't wait. In October, I'm going to give it out to the kids. In December, I'm just going to give it out to a bunch of hospitals, see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to do in December yet. Community tips. Join trade nights. Local game stores often host them. Great for trading doubles or triples, whatever you need. Engage online. Reddit, Discord, or even TikTok and Twitch card communities keep you motivated. It does. It really does. Like, I love doing that. Make it fun, not stressful. Collecting should feel like nostalgia and joy, not pressure. It really is at the moment. I love it. I love hanging out and doing all this stuff and sharing it with you guys. Um, yeah. Um, you know what? Anything I might have missed, I'll probably talk about in another episode. My voice is giving out. And it's only been like what? Their 2-hour episode? No. 1 hour and a 55-minute episode. It's fine. It's totally fine. Uh, but we're gonna end it right here. Um, yeah, I love how this episode turned out. Can't wait to post it. I'm gonna post it tomorrow morning. Next time you see me, will be on the nostalgia episode. Uh, Obviously, we're still asking the same question: what's your favorite candy, and what's your favorite horror movie from the '90s? And it has to be the '90s, by the way. Trust me, it has to be the '90s. Um, but yeah, give me your favorite horror movie and from the '90s, and then your favorite piece of candy from Halloween. Halloween candy. That'll be it. All right, so let's move it along. Let's end this episode, and um, yeah, I'll see you guys in next week. Hope you guys are having an amazing night. All right, let's end it up. And now it's time to zip up the binder, slide the holographics back in the sleeve, and pray mom doesn't accidentally sell them at the next garage sale. If you've ever traded 3 Caterpies just to flex with a shiny Gyarados, snuck a Game Boy Color under the covers to catch Luigi at 2 a.m., or swore your older cousin's Japanese Charizard was basically a Zodian card form, then yes, you belong here. You definitely know. You already know. Yeah, you already know. You definitely belong here. At my third place, we're the traders who showed up to Pizza Hut tournaments with a deck box full of dreams, kept energy cards rubber banded in our pockets like loose change, and argued way too seriously about whether Misty's Tears should have been banned. If you haven't don't know what Misty's Tears are, it's a card from back in the day where she's half naked. It's a silhouette, her tears running down, covering a piece of side of her. Yeah, look it up. So when life feels like a coin flip for turn on. So when life feels like a coin flip for turn one, just draw a fresh hand and respond with us next week for Binder Pool straight from the Pokevault. Lore drops that go deeper than Lavender Town's soundtrack, and enough nostalgia to hit harder than a critical hit from a champ. We keep it 100, like arguing if Fossil or Vector was underrated. It was. Sneaking booster packs into our backpacks from KB Toys, and still quoting, I want to be the very best, like I dropped yesterday. Smash that follow button like you just landed the first edition Hollow. Tag the friend who always yelled, Pokemon! Gotta catch 'em all. Louder than the theme song itself. Drop your favorite card pull memory in the comments. Let us know. Then find us on IG, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, and maybe even the back of your old Nintendo Power magazine. We're still there. You can still sing that song? Love it. Until next time, stay reckless, stay nostalgic, and never trust anyone who says they actually pulled Mew from a Pokeball tin at Toys R Us, because it's not true. I'm Evo. Thanks for watching. This is my third place podcast, where community, creativity, and just the right amount of Pokedex fueled chaos always collide. I'm gonna go look for that Misty's Tears card. See how much it costs. Maybe it's cheap. I don't know, but I want to show it off. Maybe. All right. See you guys later. Bye.